What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Human League. We're going back to the 1983 EP Fascination, and the next track is You Remind Me of Gold. I noticed there was an instrumental mix in the folder as well, shout out to Han Solo, but I'm guessing that was maybe on a later expanded version of the EP. In any case, we'll listen to the proper track first. So yeah, the idea of reminding someone of gold suggests value, suggests a shiny quality, whether that's more literal or likely conceptual. But yes, gold is a precious metal, so someone that is being viewed in a very precious, important, and significant manner, and someone to hold on to, someone to cherish, and to perhaps feel that you are rich because of. So that would be my expectation. There may be a twist to it. We might be talking gold in a more anomalous way, but yeah, on the surface it sounds like a very positive assessment. Let's see what I could pick up on a first listen. This is You Remind Me of Gold by the Human League on the 1983 EP Fascination. Like a sine wave bass. Very bouncy.
See the sunrise in the sky, and when I hear your brakes come squealing by, I forget everything I've been told. About you, I think of the life and glory you hold. You remind me of gold. And even though there was no sun today, and though you are 1,000 miles away, you remind me of gold.
I was just thinking they would either have a dramatic flourish of an end or begin to fade. And it was the latter. Lyrically, I'm intrigued because it sounded, at least in the little tidbits I heard, like it is a positive assessment, although there's some elements that I would not have been able to predict. The idea of them being 1,000 miles apart, also the sun not coming up today, so I'm not sure if those are conceptual, or certainly the sun not coming up, which, you know, if that's really happening, the Earth has ceased to spin, or there's something terribly atmospheric happening, but it would suggest that the person shines brightly even without an external light source. It's the radiance of the person themselves and not merely reflecting light that comes from elsewhere, which I feel like that's a very telling description of a person, you know, figuratively. But yeah, them being 1,000 miles away, that feels like more literal, the idea that, and maybe it is conceptual still, that, you know, you could be that far away, I would still see you, I would still hold you in that value and that significance. But it also did make me think that someone could be very far away from another person and still love them very deeply and want to be with them. So yeah, I'm not sure the degree of literal character of some of the lines, but without missing something, which I very well may be, it did seem like a very cherished and rich assessment of another person. Sonically, it was crazy. We had that like sinusoidal bass rhythm at the beginning, then that fluttering keyboard line, which also seemed to be going up and down, and then when you get to the chorus, there was that cycling, or indeed rising and falling. It sounded like a voice effect, but maybe, you know, like, I'm not really familiar with this person's work, but I know he has a famous track where he like does some like vocal thing like through his guitar, but Peter Frampton. But it sounded like someone talking through a guitar or something to that effect. So it was a really weird but oddly compelling sonic element in the chorus, which I don't even think was a chorus. It was like an instrumental chorus if it was. So obviously we had the females giving the actual title line, whereas the lead vocal was giving the verses. So yeah, an interesting combination vocally, and it felt like the female vocals were maybe not arrhythmic, but they sort of stretched beyond the cycling rhythm of the actual instrumental or indeed like keyboard components. But yeah, a bright glitzy tune, which makes sense given the nature of the title and the concept so far as I understood it. So another cool tune on this EP. I do keep thinking of what Mark said, that when this EP came out, there were a couple tracks that really were, you know, well received and taken to be a good step, but there was also a sense of, but like, where's the next album? Shouldn't there be another full album out by this point? So I remember someone saying that Oki was sort of compromised by his own success, and following up something like Don't You Want Me proved to be more difficult than he may have thought. So either way, a weird and enjoyable tune. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.